Oh, you got some good berries. When them bees in there,
Yeah.
you got some good berries. Them dead ones, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't bother.
They won't bother at all.
They're pollinating that now.
Yeah.
They got male, female pollination. So
I just had a few here last year, and buddies come out and pick a gallon off of them and make jelly out of them. But this year,
let's show
10 times as many.
Let's show Scotty what a bitterweed is. He's a city boy.
I hadn't got one.
What's them right out there?
It's not a bitterweed.
Those not bitterweed?
No. I have seen a few here, but I don't remember.
Oh, this cow lot used to be full of
I know
bitterweed.
it. I kept them over, see.
I used to come out here barefooted, you know, couldn't wear shoes sometimes. Save them shoes. Come out here, I'd step in some chicken shit and get it between my big toes.
Yeah, see here now, this
I'd come over here to a bitterweed and it'd be about that tall and a big yellow.
That's not a bitterweed.
No. But I'd stick my toe on that stalk of that bitterweed and pull my toes through it and get that chicken shit off of my toe.
Stuff all over the side of it. But I don't.
I was out here.
There's still some bitterweeds, but very seldom.
Yeah, golly.
But that's where you comes all over the pasture and just start got a rinse. But you see that stuff down in yonder, that's a new one. And that'll ruin your pasture. I got down there and here and broke them all down.
Well, do you have anything on it to eat the grass? You don't have nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They'll take it for nothing. I'm not going to give it to nobody. I rented it for $25 a month last summer. Got enough to pay my taxes and have it bush hogged and bought that gate and that one.
But you ain't going to do it no more?
I went. They want it for nothing.
Oh, they want it for nothing.
Guy come up here and said, I got my cows over there. A horse, got 7 cows and a horse standing in mud that deep. Said, I'd like to drink your pasture. And I said, well, that's too many head for it.
Yeah, it wouldn't handle it then.
And he said, well, we just want them for the winter and get it out of there. And I said, well, if you have for $10 a head. Never heard of him no more.
Yeah.
A month. $10 a head a month. Well, that's what I charged. I was charging $5. Shoot, I wouldn't even pay the taxes. So I said, well, I'd rather leave the gate open like that where I can come in around any time I wanted to.
I got them where they send those taxes to me now, France. I've already paid taxes this year.
I've got my bill. I haven't paid mine yet. They went jumped mine up. Did you jump yours up?
No, they took mine one down.
Women's houses first.
Mm-hmm.
I still got a big pile of stuff back down the burn.
I think I pay $17 a year taxes on that 5 acres of it. 17.
Mine going up 300.
You paying $300 for this 5?
About
You got a house on it though.
They come down and check my house. Man. model car. And a 19 and 24 model. And you come in here and you ever go to the grocery, anything you buy, you get a ticket.
Yeah, I can remember
Well,
Red
he won
Charlotte and drawings even in my day.
His mother was dead. He was living with his daddy. And they worked up there, a little old black Jeanette mule. They called him Jeanette.
Jeanette's, it's Jenny and it's donkey. Cross between a donkey and isn't it? A Jeanette is a horse and a mule.
Well, I'd think a minute.
No.
Horse and Jenny.
Horse and Jenny and
Yeah.
Jeanette.
Back to Jeanette. And they were the prettiest little old block you built, just about as they could be. And I thought they made a crop with that. And there was Jesse, Laverne, Elsie, and another one, and the oldest one married Charlie Hobson. Remember Charlie Hobson?
I heard y'all talk about him.
And the next one married Skinny Bernie. And the next one married Johnny Bigham. And Jesse was in there somewhere or another, but he won this Ford car and couldn't even buy gasoline to drive it home.
Couldn't even buy the gasoline to drive home.
So Bill Bollinger bought it. Do you remember that T-model car that Bill Bollinger drove for years?
Yeah.
Bill Bollinger drove that car till 1935.
I think we sure.
36, and then he bought him a Chevrolet, 35 or 36 Chevrolet. Coupe. He drove that till he died, I guess. I don't know how long he drove it. No, I think he traded off.
Tell him about the miner.
Well, anyway, the miner lived down there. You know where Tiny Thomas lived?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They lived where Tiny Thomas lives now.
Uh-huh.
And they moved to Rio Grande Valley. Daddy didn't move him. Dad moved Piner Ogden down there, but he didn't move him. But Harley Miner bought an old T-model truck. They was moved down Rio Grande Valley. And Joe, Tollison, James Lamb, and somebody went off down in there picking cotton one fall. And they run across them, and Joe got to dating Gladys Miner. And Viola, they stayed here. Her and Jesse stayed here for a good while, and finally they went. So he dated her a long time, and I don't know, he left and come back home. Him and James, they may have stayed down there a year.
Uh-huh.
And then they came back here, and then Joe, I guess, married Rennie Mae Nickel. Do you remember her?
Yeah.
Pete and Rennie Mae, you know.
Yeah.
Pete died about a couple of years ago, and Rennie Mae died about a year and a half ago now. But anyway, he dated her, and they come back here. Well, he was back here while he married Rennie Mae, and she married some guy that was on the railroad. I can't think of what his name's supposed to be. So we've been going over here to the center and playing dominoes. And Rennie Mae was too, so she died about a year and a half ago. And first thing you know, Joe come up to the drugstore and was buying something done and told Bernice he was buying his girlfriend present. Wanted a picture of some kind of tree or something to send to her. And anyway, I got the key back. I said, "Who's your girlfriend?" He said, "Oh, you'd know her, but I won't tell you." He finally told me it was Gladys Miner. It used to be Miner. He said, "We're writing." And I said, "You gonna marry her?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "She's wanted me to come down there, but it'd be much handier for her to come up here because that's Joe, you know."
Yeah.
She got some minor kinfolks up here.
I think they live in San Antonio. She lived in San Antonio.
They came up here. She came up here, stayed about 2 or 3 weeks. They decided to get married. So Joe told me, he said, "I don't know whether I'm going to marry her or not." Says, the worst thing about it, she wants me to go down there and marry her. I said, "I don't want to go down there." And I said, "I'll tell you what, dude, just tell her that you're just going to go up here somewhere and get you a JP. You know." I said, "I'm just married, take off, not let nobody know where you are." She got 2 boys, 2 girls, I guess, or 2 boys and a girl. Anyway, she went back home, and then she come back up here and got Joe and Joe, and then they went down to Texas and married.
I'll be there.
And she come back up here, and her and Joe came back, and her daughter came with her. The daughter weighed about 200 pounds, nice looking girl, but she weighed about 200 pounds. Me and her played dominoes together. They lined it all up, me and her were playing dominoes, and we beat everybody that shut down. I told them, I just said, I don't have to do nothing, just put them out there. I said, she does all the playing. I figured her dead, you know. She had it going good. So she told Joe, said, she's coming up here last Christmas, said, now I want you to make it a point that I play dominoes with her. But she came, but there wasn't no domino games going during Christmas. It closed up. But she's still living here with him. She's been sick for the last week or two, but she's still here with him.
What was the doctor's names in Cerro Gordo? You know, I heard
Oh, Dr. Marsh, Dr. Harvey.
Dr.
And,
Harvey, yeah. I had 2 doctors in Cerro Gordo,
I
right?
had 3.
3?
The other doctor, I can't think of his name, but somebody said his wife was still living about 6 months ago. He was went across the river to doctor somebody, and somebody shot him, tied him in, and threw him in the river. Tied him up in a blanket in a raincoat. Threw him in the river. They never did catch whoever did that. And they finally found him, but I can't think. Chase, Dr. Chase.
Chase. What did they do? Rob him or something?
I don't know. Don't nobody know. Unless he owed somebody and he tried to collect him or something, they killed him. But his wife was living down here at Ashdown or something. Come back up here and visit.
How in the world did a little community like Cerro Gordo support 3 doctors?
Well, it had from Cerro Gordo to Charlie's place is 4 miles. It had from Charlie's place, from Cerro Gordo to the crossroads, 8 miles. And it had from Cerro Gordo to Goodwater was about 6 miles.
Yeah.
And it had from across the river to West Sodas and all in that community was the nearest, quickest way for a doctor right there. Just like that had a little cotton.
Oh, you mean they...
Community that people
You
come
mean
to.
the doctors went to all those
They
communities?
get on a horse and make a round on the horseback, a buggy. One of them had a buggy. And then when they got to dropping out, the doctor here, Dr. Dixon, had come over there. Cerro Gordo, doctor. And they had them 3 doctors. Of course, they didn't make a living. They'd take a calf or chicken or eggs, anything for their pay. But I don't know what I'm going to tell now. But
Well, didn't the old Victrola...
Miss Miller. She was married to Miller the first time. She married Ayers the second time. Joe, Roy, and Mary, and all, and Thomas, and what they call Mose, his mother. She's a widow woman. You remember her?
Ayers?
Miss Ayers, Miss Miller, they call her. Mary Miller, Thomas, Joe Ayers, Mose Ayers.
No, I was
all
only
them
5
boys.
years old. I don't remember.
Right there around Cerro Gordo. Well, anyway, she was the delivery woman for every woman that's having babies.
Okay.
Mother.
What was her name?
Miss Miller.
Okay, Miss Miller's wanted midwife for me. She delivered
so.
me.
She
It's
did
on
all
my
that
birth
all the way.
certificate. Yeah. Okay. You knew Miss Miller?
Ooh, do I? I've even went and got her for people, you know. I don't know who people.
Well, how come when they had 3 doctors there, why did they have a woman delivering babies?
I don't know. They didn't like to, for one thing.
Huh?
They didn't like to deliver, for one thing.
Women didn't
And
like
she-
men doctors
And the
delivering babies. huh?
doctor charged $25 and she charged $5.
Oh.
So that's another thing. Nobody had any money, and she'd go whether he got any money or not.
Nowadays, if you try to do that and you were a doctor, you get in trouble. wouldn't
They get now. They're stopping that now. They're just about to get it stopped. It's all over. They're going to let these midwives come in. Got to. Getting too many, too expensive. That's like Kirk. He had
Yeah.
pneumonia a week or so ago. Did I tell you about that? 3 weeks ago. He come in high fever, sick, feeling real bad, and Dana come over here and said, I believe there's something wrong, real wrong, so I may have to take him to the doctor Saturday evening late. I said, oh, I think maybe it'll pass. But anyway, they took him about 9 o'clock at night up to Queen and into the special there. That doctor examined him, said he had pneumonia. Took x-ray and had pneumonia, wasn't too bad. Give him a prescription. Charged her $186 and for the call and the fix up there. And that's the cash, had to be cash. They paid her. And then she comes back home, in 3 days she got another bill of $196 for the same, not the same thing, but for the same call. That's $300, nearly $400 for take a baby up to the hospital.
Oh, her. I mean,
I told them I wouldn't pay
Brad.
the second one. I said I'd let them fight it out. But I don't know. That's what we're up against right now. They gone crazy. Up against.
my goodness.
I went up.
That's ridiculous.
They just sent me to the hospital up. I took up the doctor for exam here a while back, and my blood pressure was up a little bit.
When did you have your heart attack? What year was that?
That's 4 years ago, January the 17th. 4 years ago.
That'd be 1983.
Yeah.
Uncle Roger and I flew up to Little Rock when he had his operation. They did a heart bypass and showed Scotty where that bone there,
They didn't grow back.
that bone right here where they cut it with a saw.
I got that.
They didn't never grow back.
Huh.
That bone right there, you can stick
See,
your
that's
finger
what
in
hurt
there.
me so bad. I went down there last Saturday, fishing, throwing out, fishing and throwing. I sat up in bed there, Bernice, over to mother. I sat up in bed there, and I hold my hands really all night long. I tell you, I thought I was going to die.
Let me tell you what happened.
That hurt.
They operated on France and they had him in the recovery room. And a tornado come through Little Rock. So they took all of these patients and they put them down in the basement. Okay, I mean they had these beds all pushed together. So, nurses running around like crazy, and I've been watching too much TV, and on TV, they have that guy in the operating room and that little old beep going like that, and boy, when they get excited and the beep goes like this, and the guy's about to die on TV, so I'm sitting there and I didn't know that the truth about that monitor, right? If you make the least little move, that thing will take off abnormal. If he coughs or anything else. Well, he's laying there, and
They can't be way
he's
upstairs.
recovering a little bit, we're trying to talk to him. He's about half there and half not there. And I looked over at that monitor, he moved or coughed or something, that thing went like that. I hollered, nurse, nurse, nurse. I thought he'd die. Scared the fool out of me. I watched too much
You've been watching
TV.
too much TV.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he had blood veins cut out of his legs
I
from up here.
didn't suffer too
And
much.
they were all open and had
See,
sponges in
that's
them, blood everywhere.
That was cut out
And
from right here.
that was open like that and just raw meat.
All the way down. See, I don't like it. See, look at that. It looks like it's dirty. That blood don't no place for blood.
Did that circulation ever come back, Prince?
Oh,
Did the
yeah.
new veins
That
take
leg's
on?
done pretty good. They've all told me, said, you have any trouble with that? And I said, no, I never have. I said, I'll hear it up in 3 days.
He called Aunt
Get you down
Bernice.
on it.
He called Aunt Bernice. Said, I'm not feeling too good. You better come home. Bernice come home and said, I'm taking you to the doctor. She got him up to the hospital.
I didn't want to go.
The Queen. And they said, well, walked in. They said, well, take him around to the emergency room in the back. She got in the car to go around the emergency room. He died. And they run out there with those shock paddles. And they hit him with that shock paddles and brought him back alive.
They jumped on me and they thought they broke the ribs. And I said, they crushed like they broke all my ribs. And they had me on the ground pressing on me. Then they brought that
They burned him.
shot me. Said they burnt me pretty bad. I laid on the ground. See, if I'd have thought about it,
Yeah,
I'd just go right through you to the ground.
they
That
had him up.
probably wouldn't have brought me to you if it hadn't. But you lay on a bed or something, see it, why, it won't shock you. It'll just shock you, and that's it. But it's trying to go to the ground through you, boy, it burned. So I had a home, a place right there that hurt me till, when I went to this doctor 3 months ago. He said, how you feel? And he said, does that ever hurt you? And I said, I don't know. I have one place right there that hurts. But I said, that's where they burnt me. He said, I guess I'll have that always. And he said, whoop, he just threw that fit. You're not supposed to hurt nowhere in there. No, I said, well, shoot, I've had that for 3 years, nearly 4. I said, I don't pay it no mind. So he threw me in the hospital. He charged me $156 for throwing me in the hospital.
To prove what you'd already told me.
Oh, man. And then it wound up costing me $250 besides what Medicare and my other insurance paid. And this other insurance paid $520.
How long were you out? You said you died, you collapsed and died, and they...
Oh, he just heart stopped beating just for
No,
a minute.
he thought I could go so many seconds, and they didn't have it, when they went and got the shocking machine and come back, they didn't have it a second or two to bring me to you. In other words,
Brain damage.
I'd go in a coma and probably never come out of it. Just had 4 or 5 seconds when they brought me to. Bernie said, there's one old man standing there, said, I've seen him be this lots of times, said, he's too far gone, so they'll never bring him to you. So she just tore up bawling to you.
Well, so you were out only for a few seconds?
Huh?
After you collapsed and they came to get you, you were only out for a few seconds?
I went out. I don't understand what you say, but I went out at the railroad.
How long were you stopped, heart stopped beating before they brought you back?
We don't know,
Only a
but
minute
he
or
asked
so.
me, he said, what's the last thing you remember when I come to? I told him when I crossed that second railroad track, you know, going into town there, when I crossed that second railroad track, I said, I'm getting sleepy. And scooted down in the seat, and that's the last I knew. I looked for the train to come, and I never did know nothing else. And Bernice drove up to the front of the hospital and called for help. And she said, come out there and said, drive around to the back. And she said, I can't. She said, yes, you can. Get in there and drive around. She drove around the back. But she run back in the hospital, in the clinic. And they run in there, and doctor run through there, called for help. The other doctors just quit their places, run it. Maxine Bowles was there, waiting on the doctor. And run out the back, and they just drugged me out of there, and when it did, the water just run all over me. That's when my heart went out. Right there. When they drugged me out of that car. So I was, so many seconds after that happened, a minute and so many seconds before
Brain damage.
they brought me to you private. So they put me in the ambulance. Now he took me inside. They put that monogram outfit and stuff all over me and checked me out.
EKG machine?
Yeah.
Huh?
EKG machine, probably.
And then they put me in the ambulance, carried me to the hospital. I was on a stretcher and they carried me in. They bumped my leg just to the side of the door or something. When they carried me in, I was raised up like that. And the doctor looked at me and he ran over there and grabbed me and said, Kirk. And I said, where am I? I remember saying that. He said, don't you know where you are? I said, no. He said, you're going into intensive care right now. And he said, what's the last thing you remember? And I studied about a second, still walking with her. I said, when I crossed the railroad track, he said, that's what I figured. He said, you remember being in my office? I said, no. So, no, that's the last thing I remember. He said, you know you're lucky? No, he said, you know what? You had a heart attack. He said, you're according to all of this we got on you, you showed that it broke out in the back. He said, you're in pretty bad shape. You're going to have to stay still. I said, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of you. Carried me right on in there and laid me down. He stood there and talked to me. He said, I don't understand it. He said, usually, in your case, you stay in a coma 2 or 3 days. You might come out of it and you might not. But here you are, before I get you in the intensive care, you come out of it. So he kept me in there 7 days. He said he was going to keep me in there 14 days. They kept me set. I talked to the nurse and let me get out of there. Put me in the room. I said, how much longer am I going to stay? He said, we don't know. He said, I want to get you to where you can walk from here over to that church. About 300 yards over to that church. I said, I believe I could do that right now. He said, I wouldn't doubt it. I didn't know I was. He said, I wouldn't doubt it. I said, I wouldn't doubt nothing. I sat there and talked to him a few minutes, and he left out, and she said, I'm going to have a woman come in here and walk you up the window to the back, a couple of them. I said, you you can get up there when they come in here. And one of them come in there to make up the bed, and she threw around the sheets there and said, you setting up, said, I'll be back in a minute. And I said, okay, I'll get off the bed. Well, I got out and that's it.
Do you know of any other Kirks that ever had a heart attack?
Grandpa Kirk died with high blood pressure. That's all they knew, or I think back then.
Yeah.
And somebody else had a heart attack. That's the only one died of an I believe Mother died of a heart attack.
Yeah, well, Mother wasn't Kirk. Mother was a Brazel.
I'm half Kirk.
Well, you're half Kirk and half Brazel, but
Uncle Georgie died with a heart attack. He just dropped dead again.
but most of your Brazils were big, built, the husky,
Yeah, he started to work.
live long lives. And Kirks, I always thought was kind of puny,
They're all small people.
small people.
But
And,